Willkommen zurück zu Head S-Code. Im letzten Part haben wir das blaue Ending beendet und naja, es ging nicht gut aus für uns. Wir wurden erstochen von unserer Freundin Jasmine. Sehr schön. Anscheinend brauchen wir ein Item oder eine Information, die wir noch nicht haben, um da durchzukommen. Das heißt, wir gehen erstmal woanders lang und zwar gehen wir jetzt zu... Mit G gehen wir jetzt mit, so meine ich zumindest, versuchen jetzt... Ach, guck mal. Hier fehlt auch noch was. Was fehlt denn hier? Okay. Ich wollte eigentlich nur, dass wir uns aufteilen, wie ich geplant hatte, mit G mitzugehen. So, da haben wir es jetzt. Ja. Some believed it was best to accompany G. I banished all thoughts of leaving with Jasmine from my head, and instead made a conscious effort to visualize what it would be like to explore station with one of the twins. As much as I tried to think about going with H, I figured she'd call me an old man and do her own thing the whole time, which might have not been as fun in reality as it was imagining it. Sure, it was funny, but I didn't exactly want to babysit a brat. On the other hand, G already showed she was a bit smarter, so I wouldn't need to constantly make sure she didn't screw things up. Okay, I'll go with one of the twins. Specifically, I want to go with G. Are you sure you really want to do that? She was glaring in my direction. I lifted up both hands in defense. Yeah, I'm sure. I think your sister's nicer than you, and maybe she could let me know about some details that could help us figure out what links all of us together here. What do you mean? What do you mean, nicer? To put it simply, you're brat age. You've been a big brat, no, wait, a super brat. That's like an even bigger brat than big. Oh yeah? Well, is this bratty enough? She was about to punch me and I shielded myself with my arms. However, she stopped her movement right before hitting me to an almost scary level of precision. Humph. I peeked through my arms and saw she was retreating. The other girls did nothing to stop it, content watching and even finding the scene funny. Maybe you're right. What do you know about anything anyway? I don't need to tell you what will happen if she gets hurt, right? I'll destroy you. Okay, I get it. A part of me thought at this moment that perhaps she acted this way because she was annoyed I picked her sister over her. She didn't seem to harbor any of these thoughts. Are we all set with our teams? Yeah, don't worry, H. I'll take care of your sister. We're all in this together. I patted G on the shoulder, which made her flush a little while she smiled to H. No, wait. That was a victorious smile. Uh-oh. Had I got myself into more trouble than I imagined? What if the twins were both brats? Let's head out. We already have to wait for the train. Actually, I'll stay here with H. I need to be here to talk to the others about all of this when they'll be back too. I nodded, and without further ado, the twin and I went down the stairs. Oh boy, das geht nicht gut aus. Truth be told, I picked G because I thought she might have been the key to a mystery or two, and she was nice overall, but one thing suddenly sprang to mind. The next station was the pool. I grew increasingly awkward following the thought. It wasn't like we were going to change, but there was an underlying sense of dread, like I was doing something forbidden. Especially since this was called a dating game. Is anything bothering you? You've been silent and staring at the same part of the station for a while now. I rubbed the back of my head a little and talked, having no idea where I was going with it. Well, it's like we're going to, you know... You're not making any sense. Oh, the train's coming! I jumped onto the earliest chance to get out of this moment and pointed at the tunnel. The train was thankfully coming for real. As it arrived here, I moved towards it with exaggerated steps, making very little effort to actually hide my embarrassment. We should go inside and leave as soon as possible, don't you think? Sure. But you're acting really strange all of a sudden. I forced myself to calm down as I entered. Warum ist er immer so pervers, der Typ? Hallo? Ist nicht... Hä? The train didn't take too long to set off towards our new destination. As the train went, I didn't know what to think, so I closed my eyes with my arms crossed. Many times it stopped at the station, opened its doors, closed them, and drove away again. On the way between the stars and the pool, something pulled me out of my sitting nap. You know, you're not talking too much. Don't you want to know more about me? I mean, it's just, we're going to the pool, right? So what?
It's not like I'll get into a swimsuit. Is that what's making you feel so nervous?
I mean, yeah.
I don't really care. You're the only one taking this like it's some kind of capital crime. Wise up, we're not going to jail.
Well, you certainly aren't.
No, neither of us is. Look, the station's coming.
Ich mag sie! The train sees moving, but we wouldn't be leaving here. The door was already closed and locked. In a way that made me feel better. I wouldn't have to accompany G in their place. On the other hand, that was also problematic. Emma and Ray kept going. What the heck? I can't believe they didn't even choose to come back.
We probably just missed them too. If only we'd been here a little earlier. Then again, it could be A&E. If they stopped at the station that was already open, went up the stairs and came back down the other side. However, I don't think that's right. It would have taken too long, no?
There's no way to figure it out right now, so I guess we're going to the recreation room.
What do you think is there? It's in there.
Ich glaube, ich mache die helle Stimme wieder. Die andere war zu schwierig die ganze Zeit. Die klingt jetzt nach Jasmine. As the train drove off again, G asked me. Station recreation. I think there will be a bunch of toys, a movie theater. It'll probably be some kind of theater. You know, to watch movies.
Oh yeah, I love movies, any kind. Especially if it allows us to skip having real class. If you watch a movie and take notes. That's so much more fun.
Maybe. But we won't be in a class or anything, I don't think. Though I wonder if we'll be able to watch all kinds of movies there.
Yeah! Action movies, dramas, thrillers! Isn't there a theater on the other side, though?
I slapped my forehead at the revelation. You're right. It'll probably not be a movie theater then. We should have gone the other way for that one. Not that we'd have gotten to it unless two other groups would go first.
Damn it. And here I thought I would finally get an excuse to watch some stuff for adults.
Excuse me?
Yeah, movies for adults. Like documentaries.
The sweat I felt starting to roll down my forehead dried up in a split second. Oh yeah, that kind of movie. Those are also really good. Not.
What did you think I was suggesting exactly? What kind of girl do you think you would take me for?
Can I plead the fifth?
This isn't the United States, you can't.
I mean, like, anime?
What's anime?
Thankfully you're safe by the gong. The station's coming!
What's anime?
The train slowed down and stood up. This time the door leading to the lobby wasn't closed. If it had been, I would have probably gone insane. As we stepped onto the station proper, I snapped my fingers. Oh yeah! I forgot to ask. I took out the paper I found in the other room I explored. I decided to share it with her, thinking she might have had an idea of who it didn't belong. I found this paper. Do you know what it might refer to? She read what was written on it, but all that greeted me when I stared at her was a dumbfounding shrug.
I don't think so. I mean, when you think about it, don't we all fit this criteria? We don't belong here. No, wait. When you really think about it, it's even worse. We belong together, but in pairs, not in a full group. Like I belong with my sister, right? A and D belong together, because they clearly know each other. Who do you belong with?
I guess Jay. I know Jay.
Don't you know M too? You seem familiar with him.
Right, I also know M. Wait, that doesn't. That didn't work. For this to fit what that G was saying, we had to be in pairs. The twins and the eccentrics worked together, but the rest didn't split into 2 by 2. I don't know. I think I need to know about what this means. What about the lower half? It's in capitals and it has some grammatical errors in it.
That's weird. Maybe it's written in this way on purpose. Like if those letters need to be there somehow.
You think it's like an anagram?
Yeah, it might be an anagram. An enneagram. Good luck solving it though.
Not an enneagram, an anagram.
A bananagram, got it.
Listen, whatever its name is, we should solve it.
Yeah, but we don't have that luxury right now. Let's go up. Maybe this place will really be a movie theater. And they'll have all sorts of weird stuff.
Ich liebe G. Weird like what?
Adult videos!
She called from the lobby. Wait. I had to stop her. If that truly was what was upstairs, I would die of embarrassment. No. Quickly, I went inside. Behind me, the door closed. Hey, don't you dare watch those adult videos.
It's okay. There aren't any videos. Come up and take a look.
I climbed up the stairs. Up there I found a casino? Casino! Their room was a casino. Well then, this is a casino.
Yeah, this is the casino.
We both sighed, a little deflated by the outcome. Wait, she sighed too? Did you really hope there would be...
Hey! You did too. You sighed like you were disappointed.
We each pointed at each other accusingly, as if we were two burglars who had separately chosen to rob the same place at the same time.
Let's just forget about it and get a move on. The door closed downstairs, right?
Yeah. Well, at least this place doesn't have ATM machines to drain your cards away. But it does look like a meeting place for some mafia or another.
Oh no! That sounds a lot more dangerous than I thought.
I doubt there's anyone here else here, but you shouldn't be careful. Maybe there are traps, so let's not get shot.
Okay, you can stop implying there are guns here too.
I patted the twin reassuringly before we split up to look around this place. Ich mag G! G ist toll! G ist super toll! Ich liebe sie. Also, ich finde sie als Charakter cool. Das klingt besser. That would be where they give us our ships, if there would be anybody working this place today. Alas, it seemed the staff all took the day off on the same day. Imagine leaving your entire establishment to run itself for an entire day. People would break stuff and leave when left without supervision.
What are you talking about?
Oh, nothing. I just had a stupid thought about the working hour of the employees in the establishment totally not set up to drain your entire bank account within a single day.
Nobody works here. You're weird. Adults are weird.
Maybe she was right. Maybe she was right. Casino! Woo! I looked around the place back there, but I could only spy a lot of slot machines, set up in perpendicular rows. Everything was built so you kept running into more. So the rumors are true. Your steps are interrupted every once in a while, so your eyes are forced to look at another slot machine. It's set up to tempt you into playing. Alas, I don't have any credits. I'll come back when I'm a little richer. I'll come back when I'm a little richer. According to one of the machines, they took 2 credits. Exactly 2. Not 1.5, not 2.25. Exactly 2. That fantasy landscape reminded me of a game I once played involving a big dragon in a large jungle. It had this feeling of nature to it. All it did was remind me of the outdoors. Since I was trapped in here, it was taunting me. I saw the twin coming back through the opening. Found anything?
No, only bathrooms. I don't even know if the toilets work here. You think Smiley installed all the plumbing necessary for it to be functional?
Only one way to find out. You know how they call toilets thrones? This right now was a royal flush. The jackpot is ours. Sehr gut. Certainly enough, the toilet worked. The twin was not very amused at my joke.
Gross. Anyway, did you notice everything in this room is in some kind of pair?
I looked around. She was right, kind of. Ja, 2 Bilder, 2 Vasen, 2 Billardtische, 2 Dinger.
The slot machines are mostly in groups of 2. There are 2 roulette tables, 2 bookshelves, 2 pedestals with pots, 2 couches and corners, 2 paintings on each side of the room, 2 bathrooms.
But it doesn't have 2 counters and 2 ceiling ornaments.
Yeah, those 2 are different from each other, but we might just be able to count them as 2 oddities.
When she stopped talking, I couldn't help but think she was relating to her own situation. Most likely she was thinking about her sister. They formed a pair. Just like almost everything in this room, they formed a pair of twins, in fact. I could play on this table, but even if I knocked the balls in the pits, nothing happened. Maybe I have to do it with the cue as one would play a normal game. I tried it too. I put all the balls in the correct positions and aimed with the cue. Right on cue, G came up behind me and pushed onto my elbow, causing me to miss my shot and sent the white ball into a pit.
Hey!
Hey!
I tried it earlier. These tables seem to be here just for fun.
Could have still let me play, you know.
Do you really want to though? Did you just do it because you thought it might help? You know that doing it more won't make you win more.
You're right. I guess I wouldn't want to fall in the gambler's fallacy.
What's that?
It's about game of chance. The gambler's fallacy is when someone thinks that this time the outcome will be different just because they lost a bunch of times before. For example, If I played the slot machines and after 10 losses in a row, I think my chances of winning are higher to equalize the field back to a balance of 0. As if each minus would need a +2. In reality, the chance of winning are still the same every time. It's not any luckier to get heads on a coin toss than it's to get tails, even if you get tails 5 times in a row.
Yeah, you'd know about bad luck in general getting hit.
Gott, warte kurz.
Yeah, you'd know about bad luck in getting hit.
What the? She completely disregarded my explanation and vacated the immediate area to not suffer reprisals. Reprisals. I guess this point went to G, though, considering the fact I became annoyed at her insult. So what, huh? Kids these days, no decency. I took my mind off it before I started talking even more like a grandpa. My mind instead went back to my explanation about the gambler's fallacy. Of course, given a big enough sample, the overall chance of having won even once do go up over time. It's just not the next attempt that's any luckier. I took a glance at the table I'd set up. If I knocked the white ball into them, one had a pretty fair chance of making it inside. But it's worth off all of the ones that didn't make it in? Is the payoff important enough? Normally, one would spin the wheel and let the ball fall into the results, but without credits, there wasn't even a ball inside. I need to grab those first. According to what was written on the machine, it needs 2 credits. Huh! Hey, maybe someone lost their credits in the couch. That was what I was hoping for, but upon searching the cushions, I didn't find anything new. Oh, come on! That would have been so smart. People lose change in the couches all the time. Smiley, you suck.
We probably have to search something that exists twice to find those credits.
What about those vases?
Maybe.
There was also another couch in the other corner. I could try searching that one too. In this corner, nothing. In the other corner? I searched through the couch in the other corner. I screamed triumphantly when I found 2 credits! Yeah! Eat shit, Smiley! I found your credits! I knew it! People lose their change in couches all the time! I was right! Yeah!
Calm down, it's just 2 credits.
You couldn't understand the absolute fury of figuring this out by yourself. It's like putting an on code and checking your pockets on each find $2 in there! This is the stuff to have life! This surge is so blissful. It courses through your entire being, and empowered like only a fountain of youth ever could. This is sublime. Sublime, the feeling. It's so amazing!
No way, you're overreacting way too much.
Look at you, little ant. Jealous of my puzzling, lovely abilities. Gaze in my absolute triumph. In this moment, nothing could get to me.
So, can we leave then?
Of course. I solved it all, I think. I did it.
The doors are still locked, closed and locked.
Right. Well, maybe one thing will get to me. The fact we were still locked up in here. I pocket the credits anyway. One small step for me, and still one small step for the puzzle solution. Those were normal vases. Nothing special about them. Bookshelf! I tried to open this, but it wouldn't budge. There was a small lock on the middle of the bookshelves. Clearly, I need some sort of key to open this. Did you find a key or something?
A key to open my bookshelf? This feels familiar somehow.
So you did?
No, I didn't find anything, but I bet you can get a key if you participate in the games around here. There's the billiard table, the roulette table, and the slot machines.
Yeah, maybe. Alright then, let's focus on those things for now. That's pretty cool. I like the jagged edges. They remind me of a flower.
I don't see it. It's too square-like.
Haven't you heard of pixel art?
Art? Is it Spanish or something?
No, pixel art. It's computer made. Pixels are what appear on screens in their square. So you can pile them up and eventually form shapes.
I'd rather have a real flower.
She reached up to the one she had on her shoulder straps and toyed with it a little. Is that a real flower?
No. It's just a little plastic thing. I wish it was real, but it would stop looking good after a little while on my clothing like that. I like natural things.
That must have been why she had spent half her time looking at the portraits around this place. So, it's your first time in a casino, I assume?
Yeah, it is. My parents told me to never come to these places.
With good reason. You know, these establishments are made to make money like most companies do, but this is like really not good. For example, you know the colors around here? They're usually said to be pleasant to the eye. They want you to forget the time when you enter a casino, so there are no windows. Everything is laid out so you keep running into a game of chance after another. In a casino, the house wins overall, even if it's a minuscule percent more than what you spent. Some people make money, most lose it. The house always comes out of top overall. Individually, you might win, but as a group, the house beats us.
So, if everyone stopped playing this to stop the house from making money, then it would close.
Yeah, it wouldn't win anymore. The chances of it happening are below zero, though. In fact, the opposite would probably happen if people tried.
What do you mean?
People are greedy. If fewer people play, that just means that they have to feel open. The more egocentric ones would just take the opportunity. It's all a physiological game because when those guys win, everyone wants to win.
If one of us left this place, you think the others will get jealous and try to stop them just because they can't leave too?
Maybe. I was truly hoping it wouldn't come to that. Okay. Wir haben die Wahl zwischen... Oh, zwischen, Casino oder Roulette. Ich glaube, das hier?
Alright, it's time to play!
Are you sure that's good? Won't you just lose the credits if you play badly?
Play badly? You can play badly it is. It's all a game of chance. I don't think we get locked out of the solution to the room though.
Be that as it may, it might also be a better idea to not pick the completely random game out of the lots and lose our credits like that.
And the roulette table isn't random, you think?
She had a point. I figured I should have gone and given both a glance before I pick which I play. Okay, maybe I can put the coins in here and let chance decide if we break it out. Wait, isn't that too dangerous?
You worry too much. Clearly the credits are made to go somewhere. Where else than these tables?
I mean, I still have this coin I found in the bathroom earlier. I could try it. It was too big. It didn't fit.
You can only use the stuff from this room, if I had to guess. That means the credit must go here.
Before I do anything hasty, I want to make sure there's nowhere else I can use them for. If we lose these coins, we're toast.
We can't be toast if we're not bread.
Careful about what you say.
Huh? No, I mean, I literally can't be bread. I'm a person.
I shook my head and glanced over at the slot machines. Those could take the credits too, no doubt. Which one was the correct option, though? Oh my god, keine Ahnung. Roulette? I entered the credits into the table, convinced it might be more helpful than the slot machines. Okay. According to what I remember, for the roulette table, you have to put chips onto a section and... Hey, what are you doing? G pressed down on the middle of the wheel with the little ball that popped out from it, making it spin really fast. I didn't put a wedge yet!
We don't need to, you big dumb. I bet we only have to spin the wheel and let it do its thing. Otherwise we could just lose the credits. Besides, how would you have this machine guess where you put your chips anyway?
I clenched my teeth. What was done was done. I had to hope I picked the right option. As the roulette slowed down, the winning number came into view.
Oh, it's number 27! Does it mean something special?
I reached for the rectangle. Sure enough, I pushed down with my fingers and a compartment opened at the end of the table. Inside was a key. Yes! As soon as it opened, G's hand became a blur and she snagged it away in front of my very own eyes. You scamp?
I'm not a scamp, Grams.
I'm not a Grams girl.
I'm not a... Oh, yeah, I guess I am. You got me there. Fine. I stopped calling you Grams for a while.
I would prefer it was forever, but I had to take my victories where I could get them. With this key at least, we were one step closer to making it out of here. In the glass panel of these bookshelves, there was a little lock. Come here, G. We need a key. G came by when I called for her. At least she wasn't disobedient enough to disregard a potential lead to escape this hellhole. She inserted the key and turned it, unlocking the doors. I opened them and looked at the books inside more closely. That's quite a lot of books. I think we have to read them to leave.
Ah, sounds like a bore. Normally, I wouldn't be so much against it, but look at how thick some of them are. We can't solve this in any way.
Wait. The books are normally supposed to be sorted in alphabetical order, right? Maybe if I replaced the books along the rows. Nothing. I thought I had been onto something, but the twin lit up at my suggestion and its failure.
I know! I don't think the titles mean anything. Look at the sides. All of them have a group of 2 letters, right? This one is AU, and there's a CA and an AG.
Are you saying it's sexist because none of them have she?
No, I'm saying it's like a periodic table. We just need to put them in order like the periodic table.
Wow! Wow! What? There's no periodic table here. How would Smiley expect us to solve this?
I remember it like the back of my hand, so I can solve this no problem. But you're right. It's odd that we wouldn't get this kind of hint.
I took out a few of the books to make some space, and a plastic sheet fell down to the ground. H grabbed it before I could, and she proceeded to laugh at it.
Oh, it's a periodic table. I guess we just need to mess with the books enough first. See, there's no point being too philosophical about something when all you need is a good shake.
Yeah, your face looks like a good shake. I mouthed the words, but I wasn't sure if she heard them. If she did, she said nothing while I rearranged the books according to the periodic table. Nothing happened when I placed the last book, though. What now? The side of the books don't only have letters, but numbers too. Wait, why did you think we should put them in order of the periodic table instead of numerical order first?
There just aren't enough numbers. Altogether, only 9 books are labeled with a number, and now, from the order we put them in, it's 96283.
7154. This might be the code to the keypads then. 962837154. That's a pretty long number. Think you can remember it?
I can try, but you should try too.
Okay. 962837154. Okay. We both hurried over to the keypads to enter the codes. The doors all came unlocked down below, allowing us to leave the station once more. There was a third lock, which I took care of, leading to the scanner gate. Of course, that was a dead end right now. Hey, endlich! I was deflated by our lack of findings. The fact we hadn't uncovered anything new was fairly frustrating. In the other room I explored, I had found some paper and I still had the hammer gone unused so far. In this one, nada. There'd just been nothing. Maybe we should go back and meet with the others now. They might have found something.
Maybe, but shouldn't we keep going too? If they keep this up, we run out of stations.
She interrupted my thoughts by offering an alternative. Normally I wouldn't have considered it, but with the others still doing as they pleased.
Not to mention, come back empty-handed isn't really productive.
I'll think about it. It took a little time and we were in one of the lobbies. If there was a need to keep going the other way, I could just have taken the staircase to head to the other side. However, if we were gonna go to a new station, this was probably the best way to go to. The other side, further westward, had nothing left but the reactor. That sounded far too dangerous for me to want to explode with G.
By the way, thanks for talking with me and coming me in the escape room.
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, I don't want to go into the details, but my sister has the habit of doing things without consulting me. This has led to bad events in the past. Once, it's just nice to get along with someone who doesn't think I need to be shielded or sheltered for that matter.
I realized that at that point that G had been acting this way this entire time because she wanted to get off H's shadow. Maybe she felt inferior to H. It had been clear as crystal that the twins cared for each other, and yet it was also clear that H was always in the forefront. She was always the twin who spoke first, always the twin who did something first. Was it for safety? Was it because H wanted spotlight? I wasn't sure anymore.
I meant to ask too, what's your favorite color?
Huh? What do you mean?
Your favorite color. I want to know what it is.
That's a little out of left field. Does it have anything to do with...
No, it's just banter. It doesn't have anything to do with our situation. I'm just wondering. Is it nicer to be talking about something normal for once? Come on, even you must know that much. You're older and wiser than I am, right?
I mean, I guess. Okay, I guess I like green. But I kind of like all of them equally.
I don't like green. I don't know why. I just don't. It gives me the creeps. Makes me feel really, really bad.
Green's a perfectly natural color. Is it because it's my answer?
I think I used to like it. But now I like warm colors more, I guess. Nothing to do with your answer, don't worry.
She averted her gaze nonetheless for a short moment. We were waiting for the train to arrive, but it was taking a while. If it was on the other side, it would take a while to get here. I still fail to see the purpose of the question.
You're right, the color doesn't really matter. What do you like to eat then?
Didn't you just agree that it didn't really matter?
Yes, I did, but I want to know other things then.
It was her turn to look mildly offended for reasons beyond my understandings.
If you don't want to talk about colors, then I thought maybe you want to talk about food. Or pastimes. Or anything. The topic doesn't really matter. It's all just for fun. You didn't forget what that was, right? Fun?
I wasn't heartless, so I decided to play into it a little. Okay, I like sandwiches.
That's so basic. Nothing else? That's your pick? Of all the possibilities, you pick sandwiches? Why not like pizza? Pizza's cool. I love pizza.
Oh yeah, I thought, who didn't like pizza though? Who loves pizza? I don't. I hate pizza.
But you work in a pizzeria. You deliver pizza all day. Isn't that great? You can smell it all the time. I bet you even get free slices once in a while.
No, I don't like it exactly for those reasons. I tapped the logo I had on my outfit. I deliver pizzas and have to deal with pizza all day when I work. It's always pizza. Pizza delivery, pizza preparation, cooking pizzas in ovens, and always there's a stench of pizza everywhere. When I'm on break, I smell like pizza. When I come home, the outfit has to be washed because it smells pizza all the time. It's kind of like overexposure. Maybe I liked pizza before, but now it feels like work. It reminds me of my job way too much. It was supposed to be a part-time job, but now I'm in too deep. I don't know when I'll finally get to quit this job and do what I want. She stared, mildly horrified at my outburst. I calmed down inside to reassure her. Sorry, I guess that was a bit harsh. It's not like it really has anything to do with you, though. They're my problems, so I shouldn't put them on your shoulders.
No, it's okay. I know what it's like to do something you don't want to do.
What do you mean? But you remained silent for that point on. Okay, ich glaube, wir beenden den Part hier. Wir haben ja das Quiz geschafft, von daher können wir aufhören. Das war spannend. Ich mag G immer noch. G ist sehr, sehr viel freundlicher. Und guck mal, keiner ist gestorben bisher. Hey, alle leben noch. Hurra. Cool. Dann bis zum nächsten Mal. Ich hoffe, wir überleben das irgendwie. Tschüss.